Sathya Sai Speaks, Volume 6, Chapter 15. The Zenith of Creation. The traditional number of created beings is 84 lakhs, and man is the final item of the evolutionary procession. But why did the number stop at 84 lakhs? It stopped because man is the zenith, the fullness. He is Madhava, in fact. Though he has ignored the truth and holds fast to the belief that he is just a man, he is endowed with manas, buddhi, chitta, and ahamkara, mind, intelligence, reasoning faculty, and ego, all four in an integrated personality, whereas the birds and beasts and all other species have mostly ahamkara, ego alone. The lives of the latter are centered round the aham and its desires and demands. But man has the capacity to follow satya, dharma, shanti and prema. Man alone has it. If he does not evince that capacity and develop it, he is as bad as a vanara or as a danava, ape or ogre. When man was created, there remained nothing higher to create. There is a story about Kalidasa which illustrates this point. It is said that the other poets and scholars in the court of Emperor Bhoja were green with envy at the quick rise to fame of Kalidasa and at the largesse that the royal patron showered upon him. So they poisoned the ears of the emperor against Kalidasa, and when he challenged Kalidasa to disprove the allegations, he was alone and helpless against his traducers. Kalidasa could appeal only to his other patroness, Kali Mata, Mother Kali. He told the king that they could all come to the temple of Kali, and when he prayed to Kali to stand witness to his integrity, they could hear the answer that the goddess would give. He had such faith in his mother. The entire court was present next morning at the temple. Kalidasa prayed. Then, in the tense silence, they could all hear a voice. Kaver Dandi, Bhav Bhutitsu Pandita. Dandi is a poet. Bhavabhuti is a pandit. That was all. No reference was made to Kalidasa, when all that was wanted was a judgment about Kalidasa and his merits. Naturally, Kalidasa was enraged. He forgot himself in his rage and shouted, Koham Rande, who am I, you slut? Kali kept calm. Her temper was not roused. After a moment she replied, Twa me waham, Twa me waham, Twa me waham. Na samshaya, you are myself, I am thyself, undoubtedly. That identity is the destiny of man. Let every act be saturated with bhakti. Sage Vyasa made man aware of his value. He collated the Vedas, wrote the Mahabharata and the Bhagavata, and the 18 Puranas and the Brahma Sutra. All these contain the same nectarine teaching. Though the Vedas may be more highly revered, a boat may be a small appliance, but it can take you across the sea. A lamp may be a small contraption, but it can light your path across a jungle. What is wanted is persistent effort, ceaseless karma, activity. The torch may illumine only a distance of 2 yards, and you may have to go 2 miles in the night. But Do not despair. Hold it in your hand and walk on. With every step, the torch will illumine a few steps more, and so you can reach the goal safe. Walk on. Do not sit idly on the side of the road. Move on from one step to another. Shravanam, Mananam, Nidhyasanam. Hearing, recapitulation, concentration. Only let every act be saturated with bhakti. Bhakti is not something added on to make life more appetizing. It is the very breath of life. It should inspire every act, every word, every thought. Speak so that your language is as sweet as your feelings are. Make the words true and pleasing. Satyam bruyat, priyam bruyat. But for the sake of pleasing another, do not speak falsehood or exaggerate. Cynicism, which leads you to speak about a thing in a carping manner and in order to bring it into disrepute, is as bad as flattery, which makes you exaggerate and cross the boundaries of truth. Sri Sathya Sai Baba.